this is my Ford Ranger Wildtrak 2017 model. Really nice, but there's one big problem with it that makes it unsafe to drive, and at the moment Ford is saying that it's not a problem, that's how it's designed. So as you can see, nice and icy this morning, and we're at about in fact, if you have a look at the watch, it's nearly 2 o'clock and it's still covered in ice. So what I'm going to do is take it out and just show you what the problem is with the four-wheel drive, and why I think Ford are being a little bit stupid about this. Okay, so this is the drive that we've got to be able to get up during snowy weather, icy weather, basically four-wheel drive weather. And as we all know, four-wheel drive isn't on just when you're in thick snow or in muddy fields. So I drive up here, I turn around in the turning circle up at the top there, which needs full lock to turn around in, and then drive back down here, and this is where I've got to then go up. And as you can see, it's a slant or a slope, whatever you want to call it, and I've got to be able to get in there full lock, and then when I'm up, I've got to get up into this corner or up to the garage door anyway, yeah, and all that with four-wheel drive on. Or if it's icy, I can't get up. If it's snowy, I can't get up unless I've got four-wheel drive. Right, so we're inside, and as you can see, it just cleared then, because what this is a car that is made for cold weather and snow and ice and all the rest of it. So the windscreen warmer that clears it, that's just worked so fantastic. So at the moment, it's a good car for winter. Right, so we've just come off the drive, and to get onto the main road I have to go down here, put the seatbelt on obviously. Right, now you can see that I've got to turn here at a right angle, so full lock basically, yeah. For me to get out, this is what I've got to do if I'm going into town. So full lock on, indicating, make sure there's no traffic, and pull out. There we go. So pulling out, and what I'm going to show you now is the problem. I'm going to pull onto this car park and show you what happens when you engage four-wheel drive. Alright, so I'll just stop here for a moment, and I'll show you the four-wheel drive controls. So if we look down here, we've got currently in two-wheel high, which is obviously high ratio two-wheel drive, and then you've got what we're going to go into, which is four-wheel high ratio, and then four-wheel low ratio. Now, having had a few four-wheel drives in the past, basically two-wheel high is if I'm on the motorway or on the roads, the weather's good, there's no icy or snowy conditions, and I want to be as conservative on fuel as I can be. Four-wheel high is when it's snowy and icy, or snowy and icy, or icy and snowy, perhaps in patches, you don't know where it is, but you want the best grip that you can possibly have on the road. And four-wheel low is again, all the previous four-wheel drives I've had, Range Rovers, Shoguns, etc, etc. Four-wheel low is it's in low ratio, so you can rev it as much as you want, the wheels aren't going to turn very fast, but more than anything else, the differential's locked. So on all the previous ones I've had, it says only use this one basically if you're in mud, don't use it on the road or else you'll rip your tyres to shreds. Now then, let's see what Ford said they've designed this to do, because it's been, the four-wheel drive has been designed for off-road only. Yeah, right. Right, we're in 4-wheel high. There you go. Now I'm just going to go back up to the screen so that you can see out. Okay, now so I'm in 4-wheel high and I'm going straight and there's not a problem. It's icy and I can turn and everything. Now I've turned, or I'm about to get into full lock, and it's, can you feel it? It's stopped. Now it's not stopped because I'm in 4-wheel lock, it's stopped because the differential's locked. So basically one wheel is turning faster than the other wheel, or one wheel should be turning faster than the other wheel as I'm turning, but because the differential's locked, it means that they're both turning at the same speed, which means that it's brought it to a halt. So now for me to move, I've got to press the accelerator, and you can, it's almost like so the foot's off the accelerator, you can see it, you see how quickly it's coming to a halt, and you can see how hard I'm having to press the accelerator just to be able to move. And it's almost like I'm driving over curbs with it, because the differential's locked. Now I've been on to Ford about this because my immediate thought was this is an obvious fault. In 4-wheel high the differential shouldn't be locked, because in 4-wheel high you're driving on the road. You're driving on the road in icy, snowy conditions. That's what 4-wheel drive is for. You think about your quattros, you think about any 4-wheel drive, the differential isn't locked. I'm turned into a full lock position with my wheels and the car's not going anywhere. Now how does it affect, how is this dangerous? Well, I've got my son sat next to me, so I'm going to straighten up. Right, as I straighten up, it's allowing me to pull away because I'm going in a straight line. Let's just get to the road. So just like any junction that you come to, you're going to turn left or right. The chances are it's a right, it's a 90-degree turn, and I'm turning right, and as I pull out, oh my god, it's stopping, and it's stopped in the middle of the road. So I'm accelerating, you can see it's jumping. Oh, as I straighten up, we're okay again. Now I'm coming home, and on the left hand side I'm turning. I'm going to swing out a little bit, I'm going to indicate to turn left, and I've got to full lock, and as I full lock and there's cars coming up behind me, it's stopped, and I've got to accelerate just to, and it's ripping, I know it's ripping the wheels to pieces. And Ford says that this is acceptable, and it's actually been designed to do this. So it's been designed to put my children's life at risk. It's been designed to make it dangerous to drive on the road. It's been designed to offer a 4-wheel drive capability that you can't use to drive safely, which is the whole point of 4-wheel drive. So that was pulling out onto a road. It was pulling into my road to take me up to the house. So we're going up here to the turning circle, and again I've got to turn right, and I've got to put full lock on to turn right, and as I turn we get to full lock and the car stops. So I want to get up this hill. How do I get up? And it accelerate, oh, but there's no control over it because you're accelerating. And now I'm going to go into reverse, and it'll go backwards when I'm in a straight line. Fantastic. And as soon as I go to full lock, we should see it. Yeah, it stops, and going forward, straighten up, and there's no problem. But we'll see the issue again. All I want to do is park on my drive. I've got a 4-wheel drive vehicle that should make it extremely safe to drive up a slippery slope in 4-wheel drive. I need to put it into full lock. I start to turn and it stops. There we go. Won't move anymore. How do I get up the drive? Let's accelerate. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on, dangerous, got to get... And this is the control that I've got over a 4-wheel drive car. Absolutely disgusting. So well done Ford, well done for telling me that you've designed a vehicle that the only 4-wheel capability it's got is for off-road, and that I can't use 4-wheel drive on the road, because if I do, I'm either going to cause a major accident, I'm going to cause serious injury to my family, which is the whole reason for getting the 4-wheel drive, we've just got rid of a Range Rover to go to this. Range Rover safe, Ford Ranger, absolutely lethal in four-wheel drive. It's winter and I can't use four-wheel drive because I'll end up either causing an accident on the road with vehicles that are behind me, or I'm going to cause serious harm to my family. What's the point in having this car? Ford, this is disgusting. How can you tell me that you've designed a four-wheel drive car that can't be driven on the road in four-wheel drive? As you can see from that, I cannot drive this car. Nobody can drive this car safely on the road. It's a death trap. So no four-wheel drive. How on earth am I supposed to go onto the road when it's snowy, when it's icy, and drive safely? What's the point in buying a four-wheel drive vehicle off Ford if they're incapable of being able to release the diff so that the wheels can travel at different speeds when you're going around a corner? This is disgusting. Ford, this is disgusting. Right, so I'll just show you one more time. We'll take the car back out on the road and we'll see how just dangerous and uncontrollable it actually is. Okay, so we're in four-wheel high. Obviously, I'm turning to go to the road and I'm having to accelerate stupidly just to get it moving. As I say, it's almost as if you're driving over curbs. No problem there because I'm going in a straight line and going to be turning right. That's the traffic at the moment. But I don't pull out into this traffic because of the incapability of this Ford Ranger to be able to turn fully in four-wheel drive. Right, so pulling out and it stopped. Oh, there's a cyclist coming. Right, let's put your foot down. Right, that was dangerous. I'm sure the cyclist didn't like it, but it's all right. We're traveling in a straight line. Now I'm going to be turning here. Slow down, pull out, full lock on, because as you can see, it's a very, very tight turn and I'm stuck in the middle of the road. It won't turn. I'm revving, it's not turning. This is the most dangerous car I've ever driven. You can hear, I'm sure if you're outside you'll be able to hear the wheels. Right, and we're okay now because we're straight. Let's just have a look where we're going. Right, so we'll go up here, no problem in driving, four-wheel drive, absolutely fantastic. Nice and icy, but not worried because it's four-wheel drive. Into the turning circle, indicate, start to turn, and oh, it's not going anywhere, it's locked up again. There we go, accelerate to get out of it, put it into reverse, start to turn. And once the full lock's on, the car stops all by itself because it's not going anywhere, because again, all I'm presuming is the diff's locked, one wheel's turning faster than the other, or one wheel wants to turn faster than the other, but the diff's not allowing it to. So the only way you can do it is to accelerate, and then you lose control of the vehicle, which I'm sure in the highway code it says you must never not be in control of your vehicle. Again, Ford, well done, good design. So let's indicate to go up the drive. Let's see what happens here. And full lock on. Oh, car's stopped. I'm gonna have to reverse because I've just lost control of that. Full lock on again. Car's locked. And the only way that I can get up is to accelerate stupidly. Well done, Ford, well done. Big problems here, big engineering problems. Huge company that can't design a four-wheel drive system. beware if you're buying a Ford Ranger. Based on this, beware if you're buying any Ford that's got 4-wheel drive.